Hello, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. As always, if you're here, please kindly put a like, say hello, and yeah, share this live broadcast, this live session on X or Twitter, whatever, depending what you prefer to call it. Uh, I just want to say, as always, that I just published a quick market update on Patreon. Here's the link to it if you want to read it in regards to XRP. And yeah, there you go. You can join there. Also, yeah. So basically, it appears that XRP is heading where we expected it to head. It had dropped 72.5%, but was hovering around $1, about $1, and I just published a market update saying that it's about to drop under $1. And just while I was publishing it, on Polynex exchange, it actually dropped to 99 cents. So on some exchanges, it already dropped just under $1. So if you remember, please be alert, right? As always, I'll be publishing and providing updates the moment I buy. And yeah, so it looks like we're heading where we wanted it to head. Like ever since we sold all of our XRP at the $2.50 range to the $2.80 range. Last cycle, we've been waiting for a roughly 77 to 78% crash. So it looks like it's finally heading there. And it's good because that means we'll be able to continue dollar cost averaging, bringing down our average, getting better entries, which means in the future, a few years down the road, we'll maximize our profits when this market cycle is coming to an end, or whenever the next XRP top comes in. We'll be talking about the XRP top coming in once we basically bottom. But anyway, here it is. As I have been saying, we're in the macro accumulation phase. Don't get bored, guys. Be excited. Be alert. Be vigilant. Don't disappear. And it looks like here we are. Yeah. So I'm doing this live primarily for members to be aware that we're in an accumulation zone. That it looks like we might be on the cusp of dollar cost averaging some more. So please be alert. Right. Don't just come in 2 weeks if the prices have risen or whatever, or you missed some entries and then say, oh my God, I didn't know. That's exactly why I'm doing this live. If you're a member, make sure to read the updates, make sure that you're reading all the educational explanations. And it looks like our plan is coming together once again, just like the last time when we had the mess with all the entries. We got a lot of them, and it looks like, this market cycle, we already got some of our entries, and it looks like we're going to get more. So that's good. Our plan is coming together. Be patient. These things in crypto, you never know. It might happen right now, any minute now. The dip under $1, one good candle, and some of our entries get hit. It might happen in a few days. It might happen in a few weeks, and it might continue hovering here for a month and then drop, or even later on. We don't know, right? But the thing is, when, for example, it starts kissing $1 and we start dropping to 99 cents, you definitely have to be alert and you have to be on standby. Let's see what's the prices right now. Yeah, still hovering at $1 nearly on all exchanges. So yeah, don't like I keep saying, stick to the rules. The rules are, buy after big crashes, dollar cost average at new lows, preferably with equal amounts of money, without trying to catch the bottom. And that's it. Life will be much simpler. Just like during all previous cycles, everybody was trying to time the bottom. A lot of people got sidelined because they were waiting for something like $12,000 Bitcoin, which never came. There's not much of a big difference between 12,000 and 15,000, and there's not much big of a difference between 25,000 and 20,000, or 20,000, 15,000. Like I keep saying, rough estimates are good enough. Don't look for perfection. Look for good performance in the speculative market, in the cryptoverse, in the crypto universe. So and that's that, right, guys? Don't try to time the bottom exactly on XRP or Bitcoin. This market cycle, the rules are buy after a big crash. We've done that with 50% of our accumulation budget, and then buy at new lows with roughly equal amounts of money. That's what we're going to be doing now, as coins continue to make fresh lows and give us better entries. Yeah, so keep it simple. Don't once again don't seek perfection because it does not exist. It does not exist. And just like we've had people saying that we'll never see XRP below a dollar ever again. Well, we just did. We saw it at 99 cents on Pawnex, and I think we'll see it at lower prices across all exchanges. It will just be a matter of time. And the message is be positive, right? Be excited about it. Yes, these accumulation phases can last for some time. Yes, they can be boring. In the past, XRP accumulation phases have been longer than they have been for Bitcoin or many other altcoins. But the good thing is, when we're looking at blue chips, it has always been one of the best performers in terms of ROI. If you just brush aside the obsession with making new all-time high. So just concentrate on that, right? Good entries and be excited about it. Don't get scared. And this is the accumulation zone, the macro accumulation zone. We know this because we're getting bad news. Also, we're getting bad news that exchanges are going down. We're getting bad news that Michael Saylor, who was buying at 100 and 110 and 120K and accumulating at the top, is now forced to sell. He's selling after 55% Bitcoin crash. As you well know, I don't think it's the bottom. I think it's a good time to be 50% and then start buying and dollar cost averaging. But it's definitely not the time to be selling. It's definitely the time to be buying here and lower, right? So remember, the goal is to buy low, sell high. And if you get a chance to buy even lower and sell even higher, pretty much it, right? This is buying low. And buying lower, well, I hope that phase will come. Once again, as we mentioned, all market updates on Patreon. It looks like our plan is coming together, and it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with statistics, patterns, probabilities, and percentages. And based on all of that, and math, based on all of that, our plan keeps working out, and I think it will keep working out. As long as, once again, we don't see perfection and just look for good entries, good profits, good exits in the future. That's that. So be alert, guys, all right? Be alert, please. At any minute, I might be publishing that I am buying again with the price targets and everything and all that, just like we've done every single time during this market cycle. I would also just say, if there's some scary narratives during this accumulation period, just ignore them. As always, brush them aside. Pay no attention to them. Don't get scared. Don't get dissuaded. Just stick to the price action. That's it. Just look at it as opportunity, and that's that. Right? Ignore everything else. And just ignore the noise. Let's see what everyone is saying. Matthew saying, hi, Rob. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you here, Matthew. Thank you for joining. Project C was saying, have a nice day. I have a feeling more optimistic than in I feel even more optimistic than in 2024. That's good. Glad to hear that. International Crypto Asset Ninjas, good to see you here, brother. Matya Zever saying, hi, Rob. Injury. What do you mean by injury, my friend? What do you mean? International Crypto Asset Ninjas saying, good afternoon, Rob Broted. Cheers, brother. Rainy Steps is saying, hi. Hello, Rainy Steps. Mac is saying, to a person. To a person? I'm sorry, I don't understand. It all seems so much simpler. Richard Source saying, absolutely. As long as you keep it simple, it's going to be simple, and don't overcomplicate matters. Just like we're talking about the last stock where it would come in the last cycle. So all we had to do was keep it very simple. Stick to the roughly 4-year cycle and diminishing percentages, and that's the only thing that nailed the exact top, and the timing of the exact top years before it happened. We had so many technical analysts talking about all this nonsense that never came true. It's not nonsense. It has been true in the past, but they overanalyze. What do I mean by that? Basically, predicting in the last cycle again some major crashes, great depressions, that Bitcoin would now go about over $38,000, and that once it touched $38,000, it would drop to $3,000, and some were even predicting $1,500. None of that obviously happened. At the bottom, 15,000 went to 126,000, and that basically, as long as the Russell 2000 keeps making new all-time highs, there's going to be an old season, which of course wasn't the case, because right now even Russell 2000 is making new highs, and there is no old season. And when it was going up in the last cycle, there was no old season either. And then basically that I don't remember the other narratives, that all of crypto always follows the Dow Jones, and the S&P 500. It's true that basically when stocks move up, crypto moves up, which was the case, but the narrative was once again that alts are going to go crazy, which wasn't the case. So my point is a lot of this, Fibonacci retracements, a lot of I don't know what else can you refer to, a lot of moving averages, things that have never happened before. That's why it will not happen this time. So all of that was proven wrong, right? So what does that teach us? Ignore all the noise, ignore all the technical analysis, ignore all that BS, because right now these analysts have new narratives. The only narrative that has been consistently working is the roughly 4-year cycle, diminishing returns, diminishing crashes, buying low, selling high. That's it. That's pretty much it. And it happens, so far has been happening roughly 4 years every single time, for the last 3 times, and now for the 4th time. Of course, eventually it will stop working, but until it does, it is working, and that's the only thing, once again, that predicted the top. So be aware of that. Rainy Steps is saying, is there any hope of getting some small cash? Rainy Steps, again, what do you mean? Dad Studio 589 says, greetings from Portugal. Cheers, brother. Portugal is a beautiful country. Hope to visit one day. Johnny's trying to say hello from Sweden. Cheers, Johnny. Sweden is also a wonderful place. I've never been, but my wife has been to Sweden, and she says it's lovely. She loved it. Yeah, I hope to visit one day too. I've only been to where I grew up, to Central Europe. I've been to France, lived in Switzerland. I've been to Germany a lot, but unfortunately, I've never really went to these Nordic states. But I hope to go one day, and I probably will during my retirement age. Now it's a little bit more challenging to travel, especially when you have a kid. There's a schedule, school, nursery and whatnot. Nisar69, hi there, how are you? Nisar is saying, where are you planning to discuss your swing trading strategy for the future? On Patreon, right? I'm going to be giving some hints. I have always either giving some good information that will help you cycle-wise, just publicly for free, and I've been giving clear enough hints on YouTube here too. So of course I'll be dropping some hints. I'll be telling you right now, for example, it's a good time. But if you want to know the exact entries, when I'm selling, why, especially the reasoning and educational explanations behind it, then on Patreon. It's going to be down on Patreon in detail, basically. Yeah, but otherwise it will be done here and with hints here and there, as I always have. Anyway, all right, guys. So be ready. Okay, let's check the price again. Just a second. Let's check the price again. Sorry, guys. Just a second. Not loading. Still hovering at $1. Let's see how this bottoming phase comes in. As we've been mentioning for months on end, we should get a roughly 77 to 78% crash approximately on XRP. We're there percentage-wise because we dropped 72.5%. But in terms of price action, it's going to seem significant because it means it can be another 20 to 30% drop. And that might feel painful if you start looking at the price action in terms of dollar valuation. All right, my friends. Cheers. The message was, members, be alert. Watch the price yourself, and also make sure, please, you read the update if I publish something. All right. Wishing you all an amazing day. Stay safe. All the very best to you and your loved ones and your families. Thank you for your time, guys. I'm going to go hit the gym. Bye-bye.